Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve incredible success, maintain unshakable confidence, and bounce back from failure, while others feel stuck in a cycle of self-doubt? What if I told you that the secret lies not in your circumstances, but in the way you think? What if the way you think could shape your reality? Science is proving that your mindset isn't just a product of your experiences. It's a powerful force that can influence your success, happiness, and even your health. Your thoughts, your beliefs, they're not just fleeting things. They have the power to shape your reality. In this series, we're going to explore the incredible neuroscience behind mindset and how you can rewire your brain for growth, resilience, and lasting success. Are you ready to unlock your limitless potential? Let's begin. Let's start with the foundation. What exactly mindset? It's more than just a buzzword. Mindset refers to the established set of beliefs, attitudes, and thoughts that shape how you see yourself and the world around you. It's the lens through which you perceive everything in your life. Now, your mindset isn't just some abstract concept. It actively influences your motivation, your decision-making, how you respond to challenges, and your overall resilience. Think of it like this. There are two fundamental mindsets, fixed and growth. A fixed mindset operates under the belief that intelligence and abilities are static. People with this mindset tend to avoid challenges because they fear failure. They see failure as a reflection of their inherent worth. On the other hand, a growth mindset thrives on challenge. Individuals with a growth mindset believe that intelligence and skills can be developed. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. Have you ever stopped to wonder whether your beliefs are limiting your potential? Think of your mindset as the lens through which you view life. If it's cracked or distorted, even the brightest opportunities can look dim. Research by Dr. Carol Dweck shows that people with a growth mindset achieve higher levels of success because they view failures as opportunities to learn. For centuries, it was believed that the brain was a fixed entity. Once you reached a certain age, that was it. Your brain was essentially set in stone. Thankfully, we now know this is absolutely false. Your brain is not fixed. It's adaptable. It has an incredible ability called Neuroplasticity, which means that it can rewire itself based on your thoughts, your experiences, and the actions you take. Think of your brain as a dynamic forest. Every time you have a thought, you send electrical signals down neural pathways, like creating paths through the woods. Neurons that fire together, wire together. The more you think a certain way, the more you travel down those same paths, the stronger and more ingrained those pathways become. This is how habits are formed, both positive and negative. Constant negative self-talk can literally hardwire limitations, while positive thinking can forge pathways for success. The good news is, you can consciously choose to create new pathways, to forge new directions in your thinking. By consciously shifting your thought patterns, by focusing on new beliefs, you can literally change your default mindset over time. What if you could remodel your brain, turning every obstacle into an expressway for success? Imagine your brain as a sprawling city. The roads, neural pathways, that are frequently traveled become wide, smooth highways, while neglected streets become overgrown and nearly impassable. MRI studies have shown that positive thinking can physically reshape the brain, making optimism and resilience more automatic responses. Now, let's dive into the practical tools, the techniques that you can use starting today to rewire your mindset for success. First up, self-talk. Your brain believes what you tell it repeatedly. It doesn't judge the information. It simply processes it. When you engage in negative self-talk, when you constantly criticize yourself, you activate the amygdala, the fear center of the brain. This increases stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. Conversely, when you practice positive self-talk, when you encourage yourself and acknowledge your accomplishments, You strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for higher level thinking, confidence, and problem solving. Here's a simple but powerful mindset shift technique. Replace those disempowering phrases like, I can't do this with, I haven't mastered this yet. Instead of saying, I always fail, shift to failure is a lesson, not a label. Research has shown that even talking to yourself in the third person can be incredibly effective. Instead of saying, I've got this, try saying, you've got this. This subtle shift can actually reduce anxiety and increase self-control. How might your life change if you began speaking to yourself like your best friend? Now let's discuss the role of dopamine. Dopamine is often called the reward molecule because it's released in the brain when we experience pleasure, achieve a goal, or do something that makes us feel good. When you cultivate a growth mindset, you increase dopamine release, making challenges feel exciting rather than daunting. One of the most effective ways to boost dopamine and reinforce positive behavior is to set small, achievable goals. Each time you achieve a small goal, you get a surge of dopamine, which reinforces a positive feedback loop, making you want to continue striving for more. Here's a dopamine boosting hack. Break down those big, overwhelming goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Celebrate your progress along the way, not just the final outcome. How you interpret events, how you frame your experiences, has a profound effect on how your brain processes them. Imagine dopamine as the fuel that powers your mental engine. Each small win is a refuel that keeps you moving forward. What if every challenge you overcame not only brought success, but also supercharged your motivation? Studies show that individuals with a growth mindset release significantly more dopamine when facing challenges, helping them persist even during setbacks. We now have cognitive reframing that turns problems into opportunities. Cognitive reframing is a powerful technique that involves consciously choosing to view situations from a more positive and empowering perspective. How you interpret events fundamentally affects your emotional response and performance. Instead of thinking, this is too hard, try reframing it as, this is training me to be stronger. This reframing reduces amygdala activity and strengthens logical thinking in the prefrontal cortex. Instead of dwelling on a setback, reframe it as an opportunity for learning and growth. This setback is teaching me something valuable. Research has shown that people who reframe stress as a challenge instead of a threat have lower cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and higher overall performance. Could shifting your perspective turn every setback into a setup for success? Consider cognitive reframing as changing your GPS from dead end to new route. You transform obstacles into stepping stones. Now we come to the power of visualization. The human brain doesn't differentiate well between real and vividly imagined experiences. When you vividly imagine yourself doing something, your brain fires and wires those neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. Visualize success by closing your eyes and picturing yourself overcoming a challenge. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, and feel? Mental rehearsal strengthens neural pathways just like physical practice does. Think of visualization as rehearsing a performance in your mind. Every detailed image and emotion helps to fine-tune your skills before you even step on stage. What if every time you visualize success, you made it just a bit more real? Studies reveal that athletes and top executives use visualization techniques to boost performance, reinforcing that the mind is a powerful tool for success. Rewiring your brain for success isn't about some overnight transformation. It's about cultivating daily habits that support a growth mindset. Gratitude is one of the most powerful mindset shifters. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's possible. Start a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Gratitude practices have been shown to rewire the brain, increasing the production of positive neurotransmitters and reducing stress. You become who you spend your time with. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who inspire you to grow and learn. Meditation and mindfulness practices help to quiet the negative chatter of the mind and increase mental clarity. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Keep your brain adaptable and engaged by making learning a lifelong pursuit. Reading, listening to podcasts, and acquiring new skills keep your brain adaptable. Physical activity isn't just good for your body. It's incredibly beneficial for your brain. Exercise boosts dopamine levels and promotes neuroplasticity, which reinforces positive habits and a growth mindset. Imagine each habit as a brick in the foundation of a skyscraper. Each one adds stability and strength to your mental edifice. What daily habit could be the game changer that propels you toward a more resilient, growth-oriented mindset? Your mindset is a muscle. Train it daily. With consistent effort, you can rewire those negative thinking patterns and unlock your true potential. Remember, neuroplasticity means your brain is capable of change. Dopamine, that incredible reward molecule, can be harnessed through self-talk, setting achievable goals, and celebrating your progress. Small mindset shifts, practiced consistently, lead to massive personal transformation. Start today and watch as your transformed mindset unlocks limitless possibilities. What small change will you make today to start rewiring your brain for a future of limitless possibilities? If you found this deep dive into the science of mindset inspiring, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more science-backed insights into unlocking your full potential. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's grow smarter together. See you next time. Keep watching MedGroww and take care of yourself.